So the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is one of the most popular devices of 2017 so far, so here's a quick look and unboxing. Now, I'm going to be using my reliable multi-tool to unbox this thing because I'm an engineer, but a bizarre fact was that Samsung actually wanted me to unbox this thing in store and actually take away from the unboxing experience because of security reasons, but I of course objected to do so. So removing the sleeve, you get the box itself, and that too is sealed. So once you open up the seal and open up the flap on the side, you are greeted with the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. But I'm going to be putting it to the side and seeing what else is actually included inside the box. So the first thing that you see is the SIM ejector tool as well as various manuals that are inside, but I'm pretty much just going to be throwing that away and checking out the other things, which include the USB-C to micro USB adapter as well as the USB-C OTG adapter, which I think is a really nice touch on Samsung's part for that on-the-go data transfer. You also get the adaptive fast charging brick for that fast charging goodness, as well as the USB-C charging cable. You also get the AKG headphones, which I'm really looking forward to trying out, and if the default earbuds don't fit you, you have replacement ones to suit your liking. But I'm going to be putting everything back into the box and actually taking a closer look at the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. So when I pick it up, I think it's very lightweight, but before I go on any further discussing it, listen to this. And that is about as smudge-free as this phone will ever get. And of course, now moving on to the front. But there you have it. Now that the unboxing process is out of the way, let's talk a bit about the things I like on the Galaxy S8 Plus. The first one being the screen. It's a 6.2-inch QHD Plus AMOLED panel with dual edges on the side to give it that infinity and immersive experience, and when you pick it up, it feels like you're picking up a screen and not an actual smartphone. I've used the phone for the past couple of hours and I didn't really notice any sort of reddish tint issue, so we're all good on that front. And using TouchWiz Launcher, it was really a pleasant experience because of how well it's redesigned, and of course with that Exynos 8895 processor and 4GB of RAM. You also get 64GB of internal storage, which you can extend to up to 256GB using a micro SD card, but this variant is a dual SIM variant, so I'm going to be using two SIM cards as opposed to the micro SD card. But when you talk about the immersive experience, the weird 18.5:9 aspect ratio also takes away from it. Most traditional media is played back at 16:9, so any YouTube video you open on the Galaxy S8 Plus will have black bars on both the left and right side of the device, which does once again take away from the immersive experience. But Samsung does allow you to actually crop into the video, but that means you'd be losing out detail on the top and bottom of the video, which is kind of a makeshift solution, but I don't think people would want to use that because if they're looking at a very detailed video and want to see something on the top, they would probably miss out. Now, I've used the LG G6 for the past couple of weeks and I've grown used to this kind of issue because it also has a weird 18:9 aspect ratio, but this 18.5:9 aspect ratio on the Galaxy S8 Plus as well as the bigger screen really makes the black bars more prominent. That being said, the bigger screen doesn't really impact form factor in any way, and I can use this phone one-handed pretty well, and I'm really surprised how lightweight it is. Moving on to the back of the phone, this is the orchid grey finish, which I think really complements the infinity display, and you also get that 12 megapixel camera with the improved sensor, which I don't really have time to discuss right now, but I will in my full review. But the one interesting thing is the fingerprint scanner placement. Now personally, I didn't really find myself reaching for it as awkwardly as people were suggesting, and that could be because I have really small hands, so I'm used to juggling around phones to reach certain points of a phone, and that may be why I'm used to this kind of movement, but other people aren't, and I get why they're complaining. And this of course means that the traditional home button on the front is replaced by a software button, but you can actually press on it to give you that 3D touch experience that you get on the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, but I don't think it's done nearly as good as the iPhone variant, and I just feel like it's a vibration and not anything more than that. I also really like how Samsung have revamped the whole always on display to really give it a more polished look and for you to actually see more stuff on the screen of the display, and because it's an AMOLED panel it doesn't take up a lot of battery, so always good on that front. But the one thing that I'm really skeptical about is of course Bixby. Everyone seems to be saying that Bixby is just a copycat version of Google Assistant, and I agree, they really didn't need to add a physical hardware button to launch Bixby, and I think they could have done a much better job by including a button that could be remapped, but that of course can't be done. But yeah, those were my thoughts on the Galaxy S8 Plus. Let me know what you guys think about the phone. Are you going to be picking one up? And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see covered about the phone in future videos, various comparisons, stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the very next video. Adios.